All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it. So before we get into it, I want to let y'all know that these are the Rated Benjamin t-shirts, and they are now going to be in the store. As soon as you see this uploaded and it becomes published in public, these shirts will be in the store, in the Etsy store. If the link is not provided on the cover photo, then the link will be provided in the description box of this video. All right. These are coming in different colors. You can't see it right now, obviously, because this is black and white. But when you go to the store, you will be able to see the different colors. Fellas, these are the guy ones. I do have women ones on the way, ladies. You know what I mean? I had to go through a little bit of obstacles, if you will. If you don't know, in the United States, we've been having a little supply chain issue, and it happened to come across my desk. So now I just got the email alert that the women's shirts are now coming in. So ladies, you will be able to have the women version of these as well. These are like the portrait style photos or the portrait style t-shirts. I will be trying to revise the other shirts that I had to where it doesn't have the background. It just has the print of me in a suit taking off my shades like, oh, is that you? Is that you, Ma? But anyway, now that we got that out of the way, right? Let's talk about it. Pisces and Aries. This is now Scorpio season. We're talking about Pisces and Aries and Scorpio season. So, let's talk about a few things before we get deep into it. So, you're going to face, and this is both of you, all right? You're going to face obstacles between your actions and your dreams. Make it fit the way that it needs to fit. You're also going to have ease and luck when it comes to transitioning into an authoritative place should you take action, all right? This goes for the both of y'all. Or should I say, focus and thoughts, right? Focus and thoughts are going to be mildly beneficial to you during Scorpio season. Meaning, when you concentrate on the things that you think about, it'll bring you clarity. So it won't be foggy. It won't. But don't go overboard. Is pretty much what I'm saying. Now, there is going to be ease and luck when it comes to thoughts that build on your reputation, your recognition, your status. Is it going to be famous? Is it going to be infamous? You name it. You know what I'm saying? But there is luck on your side when it comes to Scorpio season for these things. There's a square, so there's going to be obstacles between your expansion and the actions that you took. And I'm saying took because there should be some backward thinking, because Jupiter's going to be in retrograde, right? So you should look back at something that you glossed over. You glossed over something. You missed something, all right? So as this retrograde season happens for Jupiter, it's going to go back into Pisces. Maybe it's related to film. Maybe it's related to something. I would say something bigger picture, all right? So you want to look to see who is self-serving and who is bigger picture. And I'm not saying one is better than the other or one is worse than the other. These can both be equally competent, if you will, all right? But look for those signs, and I'm pretty sure you'll find what you need when you look. Focusing on dreams, all right? There is luck when it comes to focusing on your dreams during Scorpio season. Now, mind you, I said focusing, concentrating on them. So if you're a daydreamer, goes right up your alley. This is perfect season for you, okay? But if you start talking about, if you get too excited over these thoughts that you have and you start moving on everyone that you have and be like, yeah, my dreams before everything, pump your brakes, all right? And make some adjustments before focusing and spending on expansion. All right, it ties into Jupiter being retrograde again, so that's going to deal with your expansion. Venus is in Scorpio this season, so is the Sun. So your focus can be there, cool. Your love to interact based upon this expansion will be there as well. But to take action on it, you're going to have to make some adjustments, and you got to make this fit the way that you make it fit. I don't have the details. I don't have the micromanaging details to tell you. I'm just telling you on a larger scale. In order to transition, this is what y'all do. All right. So let's start with Pisces. Pisces, Scorpio is in your 9th house. Aries. Did I say Pisces is in? The Sun is in your 9th house. Excuse me. Aries. The Sun is in your 8th house. All right. So the focus and the concentration there is going to be a bit different. One house after the other. Pisces is going to be thinking about long distance trips, perhaps a way of life, a new way of thinking, a new way of doing things, a philosophy, if you will. While Aries is thinking about doing research and thinking about sex a lot and thinking about ways to just recycle what they already have, like make whatever they have better. I guess you would call it the magician card in tarot. Like taking the resources that you have, being resourceful is what Aries is going to be focused and concentrated on as well. So should you be partnered up, you can see how these two things could align if you make it happen. But just notice that these different signs are going to be focused on these different things. You know what I'm saying? Other people's money as well, Aries could be focused on. And again, you got to make that fit the way that you make it fit. If you're in some type of obligation, Aries, that's with your Pisces, if y'all are together, because sometimes these videos come across and y'all just be dating, right or wrong. So if y'all are together like that, then y'all probably be having a discussion related to the financial vehicles that's related to the 8th house. All right. So we're talking about mortgages, we're talking about insurances, we're talking about debt, any type of taxes that need to be paid, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Or just being able to manage other people's money who may invest in y'all because y'all got something going. You know what I mean? Aries will be more focused on that. Pisces at the same time will be focused on bringing these things abroad. You know what I mean? It might not be about in the local vicinity. It might not be about domestic values for Pisces right now. Pisces is on some, yo, you know what? I want to eat Thai food. I want to eat bugs from Guatemala. You know what I'm saying? Just because they want to blend in and be a chameleon and mesh into the other culture that they're studying or that they just want to be a part of. It's some type of, and I'm not saying this is an escapism thing of Pisces. It's just a time for something new, because maybe what was of old is just ran its course, and that's understandable. All right, especially when you're dealing with Scorpio, with the focus being in Scorpio, you're like, okay, look, where can I be heroic of some sort, right? Maybe there's something that I want to do overseas that can benefit those people, not because of the US dollar pegged to their fiat currency, but just because if I was to invest it here domestically, these locals will take it for granted or find a way to, how should I say, spend it in a frivolous type manner. You understand what I'm saying? Instead of understanding that this is an alley-oop for you to catch, and this was done for a particular reason, when there's people on the other side of the world who just can't do this. You know what I'm saying? And it's, I would say from my own perspective, that it takes information at a local level for people to really make a change instead of resources. You know, people over there, they don't have the resources. They have ancient knowledge. The East, like, for example, they have ancient knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that they lack in spirituality at all. It's resources that we have just love on this side of town. You understand what I'm saying? So think about it from that type of logic. Now, when we get to Mercury, we get to breaking down Mercury. Mercury is in the sign of Libra, so Pisces' thought process is going to be sexual. So you and Aries could align in that type of way, because at least you'll be thinking about it while they're focusing on it and feeling jovial about it. But Pisces, on the other hand, might just be processing these thoughts for the sake of either going on a trip, right? This could be nationwide too. This could be East Coast to West Coast, East Coast and down south. You know what I'm saying? Or they can be channeling this thought process based upon a new way of doing things. You know what I'm saying? A new way of life. It could be sexually oriented, or it could just be something along the lines of research, right? Pisces thoughts may be based along research. It might be wanting to do research on different cultures and people from abroad. You understand? And with Mars being in, I'm going to start dipping all over, because the sectioning thing over is kind of twisting me when I know the aspects and things of that nature. I know where everything is at. So with Mars in Gemini, right, Pisces can take some action in the immediate vicinity in their community. And what that can do is it can translate to the opposite sign, which is Sagittarius, which rules over the 9th house. And you can get some downloads there to say, okay, if I behave like this in my own vicinity, in my own community, then these will probably be the steps that I would take should I go abroad. You understand what I'm saying? And you can do some cross-culture things with this, Should you be able to advertise, because Gemini is the sign that rules over advertisement, should you be able to advertise this in a way via publishing, which ninth house, where Scorpio is for Pisces, rules over, and what Sagittarius rules over, the opposite of Gemini, taking action in this arena will be able to send these messages as well. All right. Now, Aries, you got to get in when you fit in. Again, you got to focus in the 8th house with your Pisces, right? And you got Mercury, however, Aries, inside of the 7th house. It's inside of your 7th house. So you, at this time, should be able to think about how you are partnering up with your Pisces. Is it ideal? How is it looking in the public arena? You know what I'm saying? And this could be, you could be looking at this from a secretive aspect as well, right? Aries, you might not be on the scene. You might be behind the scenes. And that could be cool with you in this at this time in this season, because it's the 8th house. It's behind the scenes. It's secrets that maybe only you and Pisces know, but you still got your hands and your feet in it. Maybe one foot, maybe one hand. You know what I mean? Left or the right? I don't know. That's up to you. But you will be cool with playing behind the scenes because of this whole 8th house concentration energy going on with you. But at the same time, with Mercury, your thoughts would be like, okay, well, this is how I partner up with this person. And it's, oh, okay, I see how this goes. You know what I'm saying? I'm a part of that. You know, you'll be able to stomach that more instead of wanting to be on the scene, perhaps, if that's the type of style that you engage with your Pisces partner in. And again, if y'all are just dating, or y'all, you know, however y'all doing it, long distance, online dating, whatever the case may be, then you make it fit where it fits. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're cross-watching, you just want to do I Spy right now, you can figure out where your thoughts are, where your focus and your concentration is. Let's get to the planet Venus, though. Venus is in the 8th house of Scorpio for Aries, so you may want to spend on research during this particular time, Aries. And you know, of course, I would say sex is ruled by the 8th house as well, but you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe you want to spend on some sex. Maybe you got some gigolos. Maybe you got some boy toys, some chicks, some girlfriends. You know what I'm saying? Some OnlyFans bitches. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Do what you do. You know what I'm saying? But this would be the season to be doing some stuff like that. Maybe you investing in some OnlyFans shit or something. You know what I'm saying? This is the season for it. So I'm not saying something that's far-fetched or out of pocket. You understand what I'm saying? But it could be research too. You know what I'm saying? And you could be researching things that are along the lines of standing up for people, maybe for the underdog, you know, even if you are exerting yourself in that type of way, maybe you're taking on that character, if you will. And if you're not, perhaps you're just doing it for other people who you feel deserve more than what they get, you know. It could be along the lines of that, or you could just be researching for the sake of making more money. And I almost let this slip away, because you could be researching on how to do better with people's money than what is being exerted in politics and things of that nature. You understand what I'm saying? Because your focus is there as well. So it's like, it might be something that you see in politics right now that has you upset or angered or disturbed, right? I won't describe your exact emotion, but it might have you concerned. Let's say that, to the point where you want to do something based upon your own resources that you have figured out that the politicians just won't do, and perhaps it's resources which blinds them. And it doesn't always come in the form of money. It could come in the form of fame. Maybe fame is blinding these politicians now, with the addition of the power of the internet and stuff like that, which makes these figures even bigger and things of that nature. You know what I mean? So you're figuring something out about those things to where you want to put your money where your mouth is, to research it at least. So at least when, should you choose to apply it yourself, you'll have enough information that when nobody can mess with you. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can contest what you're stating and what you're doing, because you have the information needed to do it, and you might not discuss it with everyone. This might be something that you keep under wraps. And should you get down with your Pisces like that, y'all can talk about that, like, you know, whole CIA, FBI type secret espionage type shit together. Pisces is a Pisces, it's 12th house, you know what I'm saying? And they deal with secretive sectors of the zodiac. So you being with all that energy in the 8th house, Aries, y'all should click amongst these conversations, amongst these types of researches, debates, whatever avenue you two choose to go about doing it in. Yeah, pretty much. Now, Pisces, you can rub shoulders with Aries in the same light and say, hey, I can use whatever you're researching and apply it to another part of the world. You know, because again, a lot of focus, a lot of energy for Pisces during the Scorpio season is ninth house type energy, you know? So Pisces, you could become very empowered based upon matters that are spoken about in secret. All right, because your Mercury is already there, the thought process is already there. So, and it's not like that it has to be kept from the whole rest of the world. Some people could be in on these secrets. It's just that others will not be, and for reasons that you can discern on your own. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't want to cast your pearls among swine, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you feel that other people are qualified to receive this information. Might be Aries. Aries might be the actual initiator of it, because they're Aries, right? They're doing Aries shit, and it might pull your coattail on you. You might be like, you know what? That's a good idea. I'm gonna publish this somewhere, or I'm gonna make a phone call to my people out there, over there, and see what they think about this. You understand what I'm saying? Because the people in your immediate vicinity just may not get it, right? And that's the highlight of being in different cultures. You know what I'm saying? Everyone doesn't adopt the same lifestyle. Sometimes it's pervading, especially with the, I would say, publishing and advertising power that a nation has. You get the ability to influence others more than others, right? So make it all work. Make it fit where it's supposed to fit, y'all. That's pretty much what I'm saying. Let's get the Mars being in Gemini. We already know we got a 7-month run. Might be 6 months now, but we here for a while. We're here until Pisces season 2023 with Mars being in Gemini. So remember what I said. There's obstacles between your actions and your dreams, right? So, Pisces, you're going to be going through some shit, yo, to where you're going to feel all alone, and you're going to feel, I'm not going to say you're going to feel combative. My advice is to not feel combative. Just feel motivated, feel energized, and feel confident, all right? That you have to do something that does not directly deal with your dreams in order to obtain your dreams. All right? Because there's like this brick wall or a hurdle, if you will, between you and your dreams. And now is not the time to just say, you know what, I'm going to go around this hurdle and I'm just going to daydream or go for my dreams and take actions on my dreams. You will fuck up. All right? And I remember in the beginning I said this is for both of y'all. Pisces, I'm speaking to you right now. You will fuck up. What you're doing right now is supposed to be relative to your legacy. It's supposed to be relative to your foundation as well. So it doesn't just have to deal with past lives, and it does, but not alone. It also deals with you right now. Do you feel you? Grab your nuts, put your nuts on the table, and for those of y'all without nuts, y'all know what y'all got to do, right? So, but do that and take action, and you'll see that these signs are going to be coming to you in downloads that are usually visual, but it's going to come in the form of, it's going to come, what's that word I'm looking for? Subsequently from taking action. All right? Action, hand and eye coordination is what's going to produce these images or these communications, short little conversations. Your neighbors bump into you and they're wearing a t-shirt that says Rated Benjamin something. You understand what I'm saying? It's going to click like, oh, glad I took this walk. You're going to get that text, that email. Glad I responded. Glad I seen it. I ain't been getting my notifications lately. Glad I seen it. Glad I responded. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to get it through there. Now, Aries, this is right up Aries' alley. You understand what I'm saying? Aries is already probably in the community, driving around, playing video games, calling everybody. Everybody's calling them. They're picking up. They're not shunning nothing. They taking it all on because it's just in their element to do so when Mars is there for them to take action in that type of light. Any type of air energy is going to be aspecting them even more. They're going to be off to the races. You understand what I'm saying? But they will be more confident in moving about in their community. Pisces, if you're part of the vicinity where this Aries lives, if y'all live together, you will see this magic occurring real time. You understand what I'm saying? So you'll be able to know where you fit in. And Aries, just be conscious that Pisces is going to be feeling this at home. It might look like they're alone at home, but they're not alone. They also have communicative skills as well. They're just utilizing one of those Gemini sides to facilitate their operations that's related to the things that I mentioned. Fourth house stuff, you know what I'm saying? Cancer energy, that chariot, you know what I'm saying? Tarot shit, right? I'm learning tarot. I'm telling you, I'm sharpening up. I know y'all keep wanting me to do my tarot channel. I'm doing it. Just bear with me, you heard? And that's what I got for y'all, Pisces and Aries. Be encouraged, be strong, be motivated, be confident. Let's get it. I'm out.